Hi everybody, welcome to the first edition of the Spensen Factor Online. My name is Karl Spensen and this is my web video experiment. This is very exciting. It's good because I get to speak to people all over the world, whereas before I was only speaking to people in the Northwest Bergen County area, which means that I should probably learn to speak other languages because a lot of you probably can't understand what I'm saying right now. So for my next episode, I'm going to try to learn how to say hello in another language. So if you're from another country, send me an email and teach me how to say hello in your language, and I will say hello to you. Unless it's like Chinese or something, because I'm not going to waste my time learning anything that doesn't use real letters. I'd like to start today's episode on a personal note. I recently graduated college, just a few weeks shy of my 34th birthday. I'm very happy about it, and you would think that my mother would be proud or happy or any of those things, but if you thought that, then you probably don't know my mother. The only thing that has come out of her shriveled elderly lips since the day I graduated has been, "Get a job." And you would think that somebody with the background that I have would have no problem getting a job at one of the major news networks. In 1992, my award-winning coverage of the Ridgewood Women's Club Lemon Square Bake Off was featured in the Home and Store News. In 2001, I was forcibly removed from Governor McGreevy's campaign bus after I punched a News 12 New Jersey sound guy in the neck repeatedly. I think really what my problem is that I didn't major in school in journalism so much as I majored in feminist poetry. So now my life is kind of a cross between Groundhog's Day and Eraserhead. Sort of a never-ending spiral of shame and depression. So, but on the bright side, I have an interview next week at the Mossy Cleft, which is Ridgewood's only lesbian bookstore. So I've got that going for me. And now the headlines. A recent study claims that self-breast exams have absolutely no effect on reducing the number of breast cancer deaths. This is an interesting report, and it brings me to a point I wanted to make. Now that I'm on the internet, I'm reaching, theoretically, millions of people all over the world, and like Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. So I want to teach you all a lesson. Now, a lot of people will tell you, don't trust the mainstream liberal media, and that's absolutely true. But I'm going to take it one step further and tell you to do exactly the opposite of what the mainstream media tells you to do. They say to stop doing these exams. I say do more of these exams. Do them all the time. Do them everywhere. On the beach, in the supermarket, on public transportation. Do them constantly. Okay, ladies? Really, I'm thinking about your health. Your breasts. I'm always thinking about your breasts, okay? And just one final note, most at risk, Fox News anchorwoman Julie Banderas, okay? Hang in there, Julie. Good luck. In local news, the Bergen County Sheriff's Department announced this week that it will be releasing its first ever propane-powered police cruiser onto the streets. Now, apparently propane releases less carbon monoxide and contains less toxins and costs only $2.25 a gallon, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I am sick of everybody jumping on this whole gasoline is evil train. You know what's evil? Propane. You want to know how I know? Because every time I watch an action movie, a propane tank explodes, causing a spectacular explosion that kills a bunch of people. Now, I know for a fact that all of these enviro-Nazis would like nothing more than to see our brave county mounties get blown sky high like a bunch of henchmen out of Tango and Cash. And you know what else? Propane contains the word pain. You know what doesn't contain the word pain? Gasoline. Check it out. Look it up. I did. Twice. So. In the world of politics, Barack Obama said this week that the war in Iraq is a, quote, dangerous distraction. Thanks a lot, Barack Obama. It wasn't distracting me before. In fact, I was doing absolutely everything in my power not to think about the war in Iraq. It's depressing, okay? I've been Wii bowling. I've been reading In Touch magazine. I've been following America's Got Talent. Have you even watched that show, Barack Obama? I don't think you do. You need to get down on the ground with the American people and watch a guy sticking hot dogs up his nose for the amusement of David Hasselhoff, okay? Because that's what this country is about, and that's what you don't understand. So you say the Iraq war is a distraction. Well, you made it a distraction, Barack Obama. Thank God that a new season of Project Runway starts tonight, or else I would have been bummed out all week. Okay? Speaking of which, we'll be talking a lot more about Project Runway on my next episode. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out. I'll be here in my mother's basement till I get a real job. And keep it real, America. I'm Karl Spensen.